So we're sick of cooking, and I bet you are too. That's probably why you've clicked on this video. Or you're thinking about upping your nutrition gains and you want to try something different. So in our household, my boyfriend cooks every night because I absolutely hate cooking. And if it was down to me, we'd probably have toast for dinner. So we're going to be trying multiple different pre-made healthy meals. I'm hoping they're healthy anyway. Okay, so we're starting with simmer, but there's no real reason why we're starting with simmer. It was just one of the first ones on the ads when we searched healthy pre-made meals. So we're going to look at simmer, we're going to look at prep kitchen, muscle food. We've tried Huel and we didn't like, well, I didn't like the hot water meals. They just weren't for me. Whether they've done anything since we tried that in 2022, I don't know. But we're starting off with simmer, and I thought what we could do is review every meal that we've bought. So we've ordered 10 different meals. So we're both going to have a different one each for 5 nights. So I'm just going to open these now and let's have a look what meals we've got. This is how it comes packaged in a nice tidy box, and it was dropped off by DPD. They did knock the door, but he did just run off, so you want to make sure you're home when they're getting delivered. And this is what they look like. Let me have a look what flavours we went for, because I can't remember. It doesn't say. Oh yeah, it does. So right, so we've got a roast chicken dinner. I don't think that's mine. Yes, but it looks quite... We've gone for Italian chicken. Don't ask me to pronounce that. I think that might have been mine. This is a Korean barbecue chicken mac and cheese. I think that's not mine either. Also gone for Spanish chicken and chickpea stew. That's that one. This one feels quite heavy actually. This is chicken satay. Chicken satay. I think that might be mine because Alex can't have rice. We've got Portuguese Peri. I don't think that's mine because I can't handle spice. Let's have a look. Right, and then we already got one of these. We must have got one of these each. Must have liked that one. So sorry, we've got 9 meals then. Our best selling butter chicken. That looks nice. That might be mine. Just noticed there are dates on some of them, so we need to make sure we take note. Chicken pad thai. That's his, I think. Last one, which has also got the date on it, is the OG jerk chicken, which I think is mine. Oh, that does look nice. So they're the meals that we've got. To be fair, there is an ice pack in here as well, so I suppose that'll keep them cool if the DPD driver just leaves them outside your house. I'll get rid of those now. One thing I like about this, I think, compared to HelloFresh, is that there's less packaging. These feel like they could maybe go in the recycling, and then that'll just go in the bin and that'll go in the recycling. So that's nice because a lot of HelloFresh's packaging is not recyclable. So then this, welcome to the family. Hey, before you tuck into the dishes, I'm gonna say a huge thank you. Now sold a million meals. So I think, yeah, it's just these 3 people. So it's quite nice to support a small company. So they got 5-day fridge life, but obviously some of them have shorter fridge life. So that's that. So I guess now we're just going to get into it. We're going to have one each tonight, and I'll let you know how that goes. And then we'll have one each tonight and let you know how they go. So I'm going to go for the OG jerk chicken, which is this. And Alex is going to go for Italian chicken, whatever. So let's give it a go. Okay, so that's my jerk chicken and that's Alex's. I think his looks a bit more aesthetic than mine, but it's not about how it looks, it's about how it tastes. So let's give it a try. So we decided not to obviously film us eating for obvious reasons, and we thought we didn't want to mark it on the spot because we just wanted to see how we felt after it and things as well. So what I can tell you is Alex gave the chicken dish a 7. And he really liked his, and obviously this was the first time he hadn't had to cook for a while, so I think it was extra nice. And I gave the jerk chicken a 6 out of 10. This was so salty. I just couldn't believe like how salty the meal was. I'm not sure why it's so salty, and I noticed that like the salt was like the 5th on the ingredients list after the meat and things, so I just couldn't enjoy it that much. And then like the next morning my mouth was so dry, so I gave this a 6 out of 10, but the chicken got 7 out of 10. Okay, so now we're on to our second night of having simmer meals. I'm going to go for the best-selling buttered chicken, and Alex is going to go for Spanish chicken and chickpea stew. So yeah, we're rating all of the meals in our notes. So yeah, we'll see which one wins at the end of the week. Okay, and this is what they look like in the bowl. This is the butter chicken, which smells lush, and that's the Spanish chicken and chickpea stew. So we're going to give it a go now. So we've got the chickpea chicken stew, and I had the butter chicken. So Alex actually gave this chickpea chicken stew a 6, and he also felt like it was not worth paying £6 for. So I've still got this one to go. So I'm not sure how I'm going to like it, but he's given it a 6, and he felt like, even though it wasn't bad, it just felt like if I'm paying £6, I would expect a bit more than this. But Alex has gone for meals that don't have rice because he doesn't get on with rice very well. So I think it does feel like the meal is quite thin on the ground. Okay, so it's night 3 of eating simmer, and Alex is going for Korean barbecue chicken mac and cheese, and I'm going for the Portuguese peri-peri chicken. And yeah, we'll see what these are like. Like I said, we're rating them every night, so yeah, let's get them in the microwave. Okay, so this is what the peri-peri looks like in the bowl, and that's the beef mac and cheese. Even though that's not mine, I don't like the smell of that. This is like mostly rice, but we'll see how it tastes. So I kept calling it Korean beef. It was not beef, it was chicken. So the barbecue Korean chicken meal, not beef meal. And I had the peri-peri chicken. So Alex gave his a 7. He pretty much enjoyed that one, and it was tasty. And I gave the peri-peri a 7.5. I think this was the first meal I'd had where I had actually had chicken breast, and it was not spicy at all, which I thought it was going to be. So if you do like spicy chicken peri-peri, then maybe that one wouldn't be for you, but it was just so easy to eat, and I pretty much enjoyed it and gave it a solid 7.5. Okay, so I'm back from coffee with my friends, and I'm going to have chicken satay now. I just popped it, and it just smells a bit funky, so I don't know if it's fresh until tomorrow. But yeah, let's try this then. Okay, and this is what it looks like in the bowl. A lot of the meals I picked are literally chicken and rice, and I do appreciate they are very much more flavoursome than what I could do. But yeah, we'll see how this one stacks up against the other chicken and rice meals. So I went out with my friend this night. So Alex ate on his own and had the pad thai. So I don't know how his experience was, but he gave it a solid 7.5. So that's the highest mark that he'd given any of these meals so far. And he said that he would order that one again. So I think that's a good thing. And then I came home later that night and had the chicken satay. Sorry, I really don't know how to pronounce it. And do you know what? I actually can't really remember what I felt about this meal, but you have to microwave broccoli and it just leaves a smell. And I don't know if I like the thought of microwaving smelly broccoli. So I gave this a 6.5. So it was nicer than the jerk chicken, but not as nice as the other meals that I'd had. Okay, so Alex is going out tonight, so he's going to have the roast chicken dinner for lunch. So yeah, we'll see how this one looks. And then I've got the chicken stew left, which Alex has already had, so I'll have that later on my own then. And then that will complete our first simmer. So because Alex went on a night out here, he had the chicken dinner for lunch and he absolutely loved it. He said it was an 8.5. So I think that is a pretty solid score. He really enjoyed it. And I think it's the first one we've had, well, it is the first meal that has been eaten midday. He did go for a run, so I don't know if that makes food tastier, but he said solid 8.5. So that's the highest ranked meal from him. So I'm going to go and eat the chickpea stew now, and I'll let you know how I get on with it in a minute. Okay, so tonight I have got the last Spanish chicken and chickpea stew, and as we know, Alex has already rated this a very low 6, so we'll see what I think of it, because some of the things that he likes I don't, and I do he doesn't, so we'll see what it's like. I think if it's thigh again, please don't be chicken thigh. Is it thigh? Oh no, it's chicken breast, so I got a feeling I might like this more than he did. So I've just finished the chickpea stew, and I actually thought it was really nice. I felt like that one was the closest meal I've had to something that we would have cooked out of all the simmer meals, and I just feel like it was a little bit healthier. Maybe I went too hard on all the rice dishes I went jerk chicken with rice, butter chicken had rice, peri had rice, chicken satay had rice as well. So actually I'd gone very rice heavy, and that was my first non-rice simmer meal. So I gave that a 7 out of 10. I think that was quite nice actually. I get what he means, it's not worth £6, but because it felt like a homemade meal that we could have maybe done for £2 a serving. So I get that in that sense, but overall I think that was quite a nice meal, and it felt closer to a homemade meal than maybe any of the others. So simmer in general, would we do it again? I think it's hard to, so I'm just gonna put simmer overall. I'm not sure what Alex would give the rate overall, but I feel like I would buy it again, but I'm very keen to see if there are better ones. I feel like it was okay. So I reckon I'll give it a 6.5 to a 7 overall. I think the main bonus is that Alex doesn't have to cook, whereas I wasn't cooking anyway, so maybe he'd give it more than a 6.5 to 7. But we're going to be trying Thrive next. We're getting the delivery tomorrow, so we're going to see how that goes. But I'm not blown away. For £6 a meal, I'm not blown away. But I don't want to give it a score so early on, because I want to try the others and see what it's like in comparison to all the others. Because at the moment it's the first one, we could be being a little bit harsh here. So I will definitely do another video at the end of the trial run of all the different brands where I can break them down. Actually, Thrive might come tomorrow and the meals might not be anywhere as near as nice as the Peri, for example, and I might feel that I've been a bit too harsh with simmer. Not too sure yet until I've tried them all. For example, simmer's got 6.5 to 7. We tried Huel about 2 years ago with their pour hot water on ready meals, and I would have given that a -1 out of 10. So actually 6.5 to 7 compared to that one is not too bad. Anyway, we hope that helps you decide on whether you should go for simmer or not. I think there's no harm in trying 1 week. We're going to try 1 week for every provider that there is that we can think of. We want to just try the varieties and see which one suits us the best. But I think they're all, in cost-wise, quite similar. They're all about £6, so it is a lot more expensive than what we were doing in our weekly shop before. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you can see some more pre-made meal providers, and I will see you in the next video.